No.
It's not even begun.
No.
Special Deity, according to the astrological teachings at least, which is the same as the appearance of Lord Ram. Day 12 something like that. It was the same combination, same constellation of the stars as the time when Ramchandra appeared. So that's what they say. To install the deity today. So we're going to try to install the deity in our hearts. There's somebody talking back there.
Please, can you be silent?
No. No, you cannot be. Make as much noise as you can, please. That's the best way to be silent. We want to install Ramchandra eternally in our hearts. Whatever happens to us. This is Ramayana. It's not just a history. Lord Ramchandra is not just a hero. You can say that also. He's not just a great king. We all want Ramraj.
Yes.
Who wants Ramraj? Not everybody. Only one or two. What do you want? Yeah. But that isn't just a political statement. It's not just, we are, Ramraj, DJ. It's a consciousness, huh? It's a consciousness in your heart, your very self. Lord Ramchandra appears in this world not just to establish, he does, yada yada hi dharmasya. Every form of God who appears, he's God. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna, Ram, the same person. Same person. Just different pastime, different form, slightly different way of presenting, but the same purpose, to establish Dharma. But most of us, some idea we have of Dharma, but the ultimate Dharma is Sanatana Dharma, our eternal nature. Dharma means that which is eternal. That's which you can never take away. It's not a temporary thing. There's Naimitaka Dharma, which is temporary, which helps us to reach Sanatana Dharma. Both are important. But we have to understand the higher purpose. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, I think most of you are very familiar. But in the Bhagavad Gita, you see Krishna talk, Sarva Dharma, Manikam Sharanapuri. Give up all Dharma. What does that mean? I thought he came to establish Dharma, and now he's saying, give it up. Not exactly. He wants us to come to the highest platform, the real purpose of human life, which is not human life is not really meant for material pleasure or material achievement. It's meant for jivasya tattva jignas, inquiry to the absolute, not the relative. Now you're all medical students, more or less, is that correct?
Yes.
Piety. We want to help people. Natural. It's a good thing. It's required. Material. But there's also the spiritual doctor, the spiritual side of life. Huh? You have to deal with the material. You have to live. You have to maintain your body as best you can. You have to have a family. You have to do these things. But what is the point behind it all? We all know karma, reincarnation. These are baby terms in India, basically. Everybody uses it. But who are we and what is our eternalness? Sanatana Dharma. That we can understand and imbibe if we really hear from the right source the pastimes of the Lord. The pastimes of the Lord when He comes into this world are not just wonderful to hear. How many of you read one version or another of Ramayana? How many? Put your hands up if you've read from beginning to end one or more versions of Ramayana, be it Tulsi Das's or Valmiki or various translations are there, the various editions in English, Hindi, Bengali, Punjabi, Marathi, whatever language you're from. Ashtani, doesn't matter. Anyone read it? Come on, hands up if you read the Ramayana. I can't believe it. I'm losing my eyesight, is it? I think I I can see better without my glasses. How many have read the Ramayana? Come on, hands up. Did you see that in the valley? Look at this. I think that's only not even 10%. So you haven't read it?
Watch.
Huh?
Watch.
You what? I've got to watch too. You watch what?
Ramayana.
On television. Oh, you lazy people. What is this? This is the symptom of Kali Yuga. In this age of Kali, men are very lazy. Come on, you have to read. You watch it on the television, it's like entertainment. It's a study. Hear properly. Now the other thing is, I've seen a bit of the series on Ramayana. I was in Bhubaneswar. Someone said they're from Odisha. Who's from Odisha or Aria? Someone from Aria? Yeah. Bhubaneswar. I was there one time in a Hare Krishna temple. I was giving a class. There was only 4 people there. The temple has 150 devotees living in there. And only 4 or 5 came to class. What's going on here? Yeah, okay, not worth listening to, but I thought at least a few more would have come. Then I found that they were all in the other hall listening to the series on Mahabharata on television.
Yeah.
All the brahmacharis were watching the Mahabharata on the television.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good job. But there's nothing like hearing from, a way that will penetrate our hearts, change our perspective of life. You can be a doctor, you can be a nurse, you can be an engineer, you can be a lawyer, you can be whatever it is. The IT specialist, whatever Indian people do all over the world, you're doing these things, huh? But it's the consciousness. The whole point of it is the consciousness. Whatever you do, Krishna said, remember me. And whatever we do in our lives, we should try to remember Krishna. Be conscious of how it's connected to the Lord, or to Lord Ram. And that's what Ramayana's about. Hanuman was a monkey. Is that right? Kind of. He appeared in the form of a monkey. He's not an ordinary monkey. Of course, he's expansion of Vayu. Demigods appeared in those forms. But he appears like that. So Greeks are all, eternal servants of Godhead, but they appear in this form. Why? Amazing, isn't it? Well, everyone loves. Who loves Hanuman? Who likes Hanuman? He's very popular, isn't he? Extremely popular all over the world. You go to many places. People like Hanuman. In Thailand, Hanuman is a monkey god. They worship him as a god. They're Buddhists. Buddhism is full of Ramayana. All over you see glorification of Ram in Buddhist teachings. Probably more than anyone of the, let's say, the deities in India. Lord Ramchandra is very, very popular. All over. Very special. Well, why? Probably because he appears more human in many ways, doesn't he? He married one wife. That's one of the lessons of Ramayana. He only took one wife. There's nothing traditionally wrong with more than one wife, but especially in this lifetime, as long as you can look after them properly. People can't even look after one wife in this day and age. Men. But you can see the example he gave. Of course, there's another side to that. There are many lessons from the Ramayana. One is the proper way of, protecting the wife, protection. And the other side is, the result of being too attached. Now, Lord Ram and Sita are eternal. They're not like an ordinary man and woman. They are eternal. Sita Devi is goddess of fortune, eternal consort of Lord Ram. It appears otherwise, maybe, from a material perspective. And it appears that he became very perturbed. Right? One of the most famous pastimes in the Ramayana, isn't it? When Marisha came and disguised himself, mystic powers, he turned himself into the spotted deer, the beautiful deer, and Sita's heart was captivated, and the deer took her heart away, and she forced, practically speaking, Lord Ram to go in pursuit of the deer. She wanted the deer. Ram knew this was all a plot of the demon Rakshasa Ram. And Lakshman also went in pursuit of Ram, and she was consequently kidnapped by Ram. Very famous pastime. And how Lord Ramchandra, responded. It seemed like he was absolutely devastated. He'd lost his wife, he'd lost his life and soul. He's like an ordinary person. So the lesson to learn there is that that's what happens to us when such an event, if it were to take place, and it will take place. We all lose whatever we think is ours sooner or later, don't we? Nobody likes it. None of you here, especially you pious young pious Indian people, you know how painful it is when you lose your mother or your father, isn't it? It's devastating, isn't it? Because, in India, we only know because we see. We don't know by experience, you do. How tight the family unit is. It's very close, isn't it? Even when you're 60 years old, if your mum's alive, you'll always ask her for permission for doing anything. The voice. She remains your ever guide, your worshipful mother, more or less. And that's good in one sense, as long as we understand it in relationship with the Supreme Person. So let's have a little look. We haven't got much time to have a little look. It will be a little look. It's so important. And listening to the pastime is itself very purifying. You don't have time to do that. But it's unending, it's unlimited, what we see in the Ramayana. I read the Ramayana before I ever heard of the Hare Krishna movement. I was a student doing my degree. I read it the very month I was doing my final exams. I put my exams and my study aside and I read the Ramayana in England. Now this was a time when, if you were not born, that was 1971. 1971 I read the first time I read the Ramayana. It was the most profound thing I did in my life up to then, in terms of positivity. It really did. It wasn't necessarily a very big volume. It was about this thick, maybe 300 pages. Abridged version. I can't remember what it is. It was an abridged version. And it was probably not a very accurate translation, or let's say commentary. Probably not. Most people put their own interpretation in. But it changed my life. It really was an amazing experience. I couldn't put it down. I read it from front to back. I still passed my exams, by the way, even though it was like taking the exams on the same day. But instead of studying the textbooks, I was studying Ramayana. And it was an amazing experience. It attracts. It's like the movie Attract. It attracts. I was in a house in France a few years ago, and I don't know. And they had a Muslim family in their house. Their friends were Muslims, and they put on the Ramayana on television, on their video, and all the Muslim kids were sat there. They couldn't leave it. Their parents couldn't get them away from the screen. They were captivated. Shirley's house, Shirley? It's very captivating. So that's a good sign. We may not understand what we're supposed to do with all this. You were very enthusiastic. Who were the ringleaders of that enthusiastic prayers and kirtans earlier on? Where are they gone? Where are they? They were sitting here. What are they doing out there? What are they doing? I hope they're not smoking. Sometimes that happens, right? You're all enthusiastic and then you go. I see that in Malaysia all the time, Thai Fusan. As soon as they've done all their, Ruta, their austerities, fasting for a month, the first thing you do is light up a cigarette and open a bottle of beer. Take a burger. It's a waste of time, practically. It's to change our lives, not just to make, it's not just to make your life in a prison better. Well, really, most religions are to make your life in the prison of the material world better. But that's not the purpose of religion. It's to get us out of the material world forever. To bring us up. That's what Ram Raj is for. To facilitate our path back to Godhead. Not just to make piety in this world. That's also there. Of course it's there. But that's not the real goal. So Krishna said, you give up this goal of just thinking that religion is simply to go to heaven, or to have a nice family, or to be healthy, or to be good in the lives of others. That's all they're going to be there. But that's not the goal. You have to know what the goal is. So let's read a little something here. Raghupati Raghava Raja Bhakti Kapalam Raghupati Raghava Raja Bhakti Kapalam As you all know, Lord Ramchandra Sita, they had two sons, huh?
Yeah. Love and Kush.
Names?
Love and Kush.
Love and Kush. You disagree there? Someone's got another idea? Maybe they had other sons, I don't know. We know about Love and Kush. What did they do? Besides rule the world after Lord Ramchandra unmanifested his pastimes, what else did they do? Special. What did they do? Many things. Something related to the Ramayana. What did they do? Huh? Come on, you're students. You've all watched it on the television. You must know exactly what happened. Pardon?
They present the Lord Hanuman.
Hey, what?
They present Lord Hanuman.
They prison Lord Hanuman.
They presented?
They prison. They put in jail.
Capture.
Love and Kush put Hanuman in jail?
No.
Capture.
Never heard that pastime. Maybe I never heard that pastime. Maybe
They catch him.
Yeah.
Fun pastime.
No, they catch him.
Huh?
They catch him.
They caught him, did they? Well, that isn't the pastime I want to talk about now.
They stand against our father.
Huh?
They stand against
Thank you.
Ram.
What is your name? Huh? Sampriti? Sampriti said they spoke the Ramayana in the court of Ram. Oh, they were. Sita was exiled, as you know, in a sense, by Ram, to the ashram of Valmiki, and there Sita gave birth to Lava and Kush. So Ram, at least externally, had not seen his own sons, and then Valmiki sent them out. Later on, he told them the whole pastime of Lord Ramchandra, and he sent them out to speak that to everyone. And they eventually came to the court of Ram in Ayodhya, and then they started speaking or singing, beautifully singing with their Venas or whatever, the pastimes of Lord Ram. And Lord Ramchandra heard his own very pastimes from his own sons. Quite amazing pastime. Lava and Kush then concluded their narration. Anyone who listens daily to this wonderful story, and it is a wonderful story, in the whole history of the universe, there are two. Sometimes people say, Hari, the devotees of God or pacifists, but we see the two biggest devotees of God, Hanuman and Arjuna. Arjuna in Krishna Lila, Hanuman in Ram Lila. They fought to the death for the Lord, right? Hanuman. What a devotee. Amazing. Everyone can't help but love him. He's an incredible character. So, the Ramayana, the great battle of Lanka. Most people, it sounds a bit strange. most popular literatures are usually literatures describing war and battles, fighting. It's something within everybody. We don't like it in one sense, but it's within everyone, this fighting spirit, because it's there in God. But when it's really in relation with God, it's blissful and it's liberating. Everyone on that battle of Lanka was liberated, even the Rakshasas. It's a different thing altogether to the present day situation. Anyway, that aside, this wonderful story from beginning to end, and it goes back a long time before Lord Ram's appearance, as you may well know. That's just the beginning of the main section, we would say. Ravana's exploits and so many things which took place prior to the appearance of Lord Ram. Anyone who listens daily to this wonderful story of the Ramayana will become free from all sinful reactions. Now that's not the goal of hearing it either, by the way. Many times we pray to God, please forgive me for my sins. Huh? Christians do it, everyone does it, right? You go to the temple, you pray forgiveness or whatever, the deities. But that's not the real goal. Much more than that. That's maybe one stage. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, only those who are freed from their sinful reactions and have acted piously in this lifetime can actually understand and enter into devotional service. So the mystery is mystery. Yes, we have to be free from sinful reactions. That's one thing. Just by hearing this pastime, you can become purified. We hear regularly Ramayana. So nice. The sacred narration grants prowess, longevity, and victory to those who subdue their passions and hear it with faith. The reader of this Ramayana, if a woman will receive sons, if a king will conquer the earth, if a traveler will reach his destination. Those are some material, you could say, boons, benefits. And if a sinful person hears it, he'll become purified. But there's more to it as well. By hearing the Ramayana, we can develop our attraction towards Lord Ram, Sita and Ram. And that is the essence. To become attracted to the Lord. We're attracted to His energies right now. Material forms, material knowledge, material so many things. But to become attracted to the transcendental form of the Lord. And how do we do that? Well, let's look at a few lessons in the Bible on the Ramayana. To understand Lord Ram, or to understand Krishna, or any form of Godhead, is not easy. We know from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I can only be understood through devotion. Not by knowledge, not by austerity, not by welfare, not by charity, not by ordinary magnifical religious practice even. Only by pure devotion can I be understood. That is something that comes in time, but at least we should begin that path of devotion. But I want to look for the next 10 minutes, so I'll give you a shot in time. But one or two of the wonderful lessons. I've got a list here, I think 108 lessons which we could apply in our lives from Ramayana. Lessons taught, we've mentioned one or two already. But here's one of my favorites. Do you remember the time when Sita Devi was kept in the Ashok Grove in Lanka by Ravana? He tried to kidnap Sita. He couldn't adopt her. He couldn't actually have a sexual union with her. Ravana, although he was a great hero, he was also, as you probably know, he was one of the most learned persons in the universe. He knew Shastra like anything. He was a brilliant musician also.
Yeah.
He wasn't just, we tend sometimes paint a picture of the Rakshasas or the demons that they're like stupid, ugly, horrible creatures. But he was very beautiful.
Yeah.
So much so that Hanuman could hardly detect whether this was this woman or was this my wife. His form was so beautiful. He could form himself if he wanted into all kinds of forms. But for the sake of sense enjoyment, he could also appear very beautiful, as we will try to do ourselves. But he kidnapped Sita Devi and kept her in the Ashok Grove, and she was there. She was being harassed by various Rakshasis, and sinful, horrible situation. For a long time, For a whole year, she was being harassed. And then finally, when Hanuman came, it came twice. The first time he came with a message of Rama's coming to save her, and the second time to actually bring her out of the Ashok Grove. But he said, "Give me the order. I will kill all these Rakshasas who've been torturing me for the last year." Understandable. But what did Sita say? No. Not only because they were doing what they were told, but she said, "I've been living under their protection, be it what it may." And she gave a beautiful example. It's one of my favorite examples from Ramayana, of a bear. A bear. You know a bear? The bear was living in a tree. And there were many branches. And there was a hunter. The hunter suddenly lost his control. And there was a tiger nearby. The tiger started chasing the hunter. And the hunter maybe lost his weapon or something. But he was running for his life quickly, and he just managed to jump up into this tree and grab the branch and pull himself up. And he was sat on the branch, and the tiger was down below. And the tiger was looking up, and he couldn't get up the branch to eat the man. And then the tiger noticed there was a bear on the branch above, sleeping on the branch. So the tiger said to the man, "Push the bear off the branch. If you push him off, I'll eat the bear and spare you." So the man thought, this is a good idea. So he pushed the bear off the branch. The bear started falling down the tree, but grabbed the last branch. Boom! As he woke up, boom! Pulled himself up again. Oh no! Now both bear and bear and man are both on the tree. Tiger was very clever. Tiger said, "Bear, do you know what just happened? That man just pushed you off the branch with the intention of killing you so I could eat you. Immediately push that man off your branch. He tried to kill you." The bear said, No, I can't do that. Whatever he did, he's residing in my home. He's residing in my home. I have to give him protection, even though he tried to kill me. So this lesson of two things, doesn't it? Hospitality and forgiveness. Forgiveness is a big thing. It's not just "I'm sorry." It's a reality of action. It's a reality of heart. So she completely forgave all the Rakshasis, and in fact they were all delivered because of her heart, compassion. Compassion of the heart. Even Ram forgave all the Rakshasas, all of them, including Ravan. He forgave them all. There are several examples. Even Indra attacked Janaki, took the form of a pigeon or something, attacked her, but then he surrendered. So let's read about surrender. Jamunacharya, Sita Devi said, this is actually from Ram. A great man never takes into account the offences of others that are committed to him. That's a tough one, isn't it? Never takes into account the offences of others that are committed to him. It's a great man. Indeed, he vows at all costs not to return evil with evil. Sri Yamunacharya, those who are from South India will certainly know Yamunacharya and Sri Sampradaya, praises the Lord's power of forgiveness with the following statement. My dear Lord Ramchandra, you are so merciful to have excused the crow's clawing on the nipples of Janaki, simply because of his bowing down before you. The crow, or Indra in that form, bowed down. This was certainly an insult when he actually attacked the breast of Janaki. Certainly an insult to the universal Mother Sita. And Lord Sri Ramchandra was immediately prepared to kill the crow. So there's another lesson. When someone insults us, as we just heard, we don't take offense. Do we? Probably we do. A great man doesn't. Yeah, but when someone else is insulted, that's something different. The Lord Ramchandra was prepared to kill the crow, knowing that it was in. But because the crow bowed down before the Lord excused the offense. Forgive him. The Lord would give shelter. He would protect even Bhishana, brother of Ravan. He left Ravan's company. And he went to Ravan. Most of the monkeys, they were very suspicious. The Rakshasa, don't trust them. The Lord Ram did, because he took shelter. Of course, he was a very significant figure in the pastime. And he gives the example. Again, Lord Ramchandra gave the example of a pigeon. Husband pigeon, male and female in the tree. A hunter came along and shot the male. And the male fell dead. Then the hunter took rest underneath the tree. And the wife of the pigeon gave all shelter to the hunter. With her own body, she would say, you do as you wish. You come to my home. I offer myself for your service. Quite something. Examples given. Now Lord Ram said, well, whoever you are, you come to take shelter, I give you shelter. He accepted him just like his own. Because he was a devotee. The monks were very suspicious. Lord Ram said, it is my vow, that if a person only once seriously surrenders unto me, saying, my dear Lord, from this day I am yours, and prays to me for courage. Because it's not easy to take complete shelter of the Lord in this world. I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe. No matter what happens, you'll be safe. And this protection, which we hear, Parijanayak Sadhanam, the Lord's protection of the devotees, is not just a physical one. It's a protection within your heart. You have no more fear. I'm sure, when are your exams? Have you taken them just now? So you're feeling a bit relieved now. But maybe not. Okay, I can imagine. But just imagine you were a little relieved, the exams are over, you can relax a little bit, but you probably have a bit of fear when the exams are coming, don't you? Stomach, butterflies, we used to call it butterflies in the stomach. You get that still? Probably more than butterflies now. Or more like, elephants in your stomach or something. It's really terrifying almost. I know. I tell you, I was so relaxed after reading the Ramayana every day before going to the exams. I was cool. I was so relaxed. I'm not recommending you should totally do that, but I'm just giving you what happened to me. I was very relaxed. I was a nervous person by nature. I was scared stiff of any challenge. But this was like a different world now. It was like, I didn't know anything about this, but it was like Lord Ram or something. Somehow or another, I was feeling like confident. Courage and confidence are related. I didn't have any fear. I wasn't afraid if I won or lost or passed or failed or whatever the questions were. I wasn't so, There's so much stress in your lives nowadays. Students, you're put under so much, especially in the medical, and you have to study like anything. It's easy to pass either. It's a very arduous course. That's a long time, right? How many years? 5 years? 4 or 5 years, maybe longer sometimes. It's pretty intense. And then you're going to go on some, I don't know, study or work under some other hospital or some other doctor. It takes quite a while before you get to where you want to go. It can be very stressful. Life in this world today can be really stressful. Now that's not the purpose of hearing Ramayana, but I can tell you that is one of the side effects also. You forget all these problems, and it gives you a confidence and courage within to face life, to face the challenges. Krishna's come to perform these pastimes to protect us, to release us. And the thought will come up in your mind, remembering the Ram Leela, remembering Krishna Leela. It's so pleasing to the heart. Tushanti cha, ramanti cha. Very joyful and everlasting. Well, just time is up. I'll just do 1 or 2 more. We've only done 4 out of 108. Moreover, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is my eternal principle that if any living being takes shelter of me, even once, saying, I am yours, then I award that person freedom from all fear. He's with you. He's your best friend. He's in your heart. He's with you always. Try to, be with him. Temples are open to try to remind us of our relationship with Ram or Krishna. They're not just idols which we worship for material reasons, or because it's our religion or our culture or we like it. It's actually so we can develop a loving relationship with God. Take advantage of this. I hope that the temple that's been inaugurated today, one of the petitions has been finished now, I think, and now other concluding aspects will be there. We hope that this helps people to truly enter into the spirit of Lord Ramchandra, of Ramayana, of Ramraj, not just another reason to be self-centered, another reason to be cultist, another reason to be sectarian, another reason to be materialistic. We hope not. We hope it will open up people's hearts to redevelop a mood of love, of compassion, of mercy, of truthfulness, etc., which is so lacking in the world today. We hope and pray that it will help somehow or other. Even if Ravana, Ramchandra said, even if Ravana were to come here now to surrender unto me, I would give him all protection. And this is before the Battle of Ram. Even if Ravana were to come here now and surrender, I would give him all protection. Even Ravana, who stole his work and killed so many devotees, and so on and so forth. Hare Krishna. Well, we have to finish because time is up. Actually, we haven't started the list yet. It's just an introductory one. Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai! Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Hanumana ki jai! Shri Ramayana ki jai! Gaura Premanande! We have a beautiful, little book here. It's called the Bhagavad Gita, as it is. And it's a student form. So you could put it in your pocket. You can. I tried it. I experimented. It slips into your pocket. For the ladies, you may not have a pocket. I don't know. You may have a purse or a little handbag. It's so convenient. It's the whole Bhagavad Gita. Sanskrit. Well, no, it's the Roman transliteration. You can read it, and you can read an English translation as well, and commentary, and it's all there. And I don't know if there are pictures. Are there pictures? Yeah, there are pictures also. It's really convenient. So we have a few, is that right?
A lot.
We have a lot.
100.
Oh my God, we got 100. How many of you are here today? There may be 100 of you. They're available. What do I do now? Is it free? No. Donation. Just 100 rupees. 100 rupees? Pesos. What about which is more valuable?
What is valuable? Peso or rupees?
Let me come here with 100. Hey, did you see the new 500 rupee note? Did you see the new Indian 500 rupee note? It's got Lord Ramchandra on there. amazing. I think that's the first note on the planet that they put a picture of God on the note. Picture of Ramchandra. Incredible. I saw it the other day. Couldn't believe it. Huh? Nice. More than nice. It's incredible. Anyone who sees that picture, they like it or not like it, whatever their religion may be, they're going to be purified. I think instead of looking at a picture of a man or a machine or an animal or whatever else they put on there, you're seeing a picture of Lord Ramchandra. On the other side is the picture of the temple in Ayodhya. Quite a revolutionary move, I must say. I don't know what the reaction will be, but it's quite a revolution. Let us see. So this is the Bhagavad Gita. Please, please, even if you do have it online, even if you do have it on your mobile, even if you do have it on your Kindle, whatever else you've got, there's nothing like a hard form. I read this book in 1971 before I ever heard of Hare Krishna's too. Same time as I read the Ramayana, or just before the Ramayana actually. But because it wasn't a devotional copy, I didn't really catch it. A few months later I read this one, the older version. And that really was it. That convinced me. That was it. The purpose of my existence is to love God. And that means loving everyone else, no matter who they are. So please, it's a beautiful little book. And then 100 pesos, is that what you said?
Yeah, 100 pesos.
100 pesos. If you can't afford it, Gorshak Tikar will help you.
No, if they have no cash, they can put in Gcash.
What?
They can put in Gcash.
You can put it in the trash. In the trash?
Yes.
Put it in the trash?
So temple, they have number Gcash. They can,
Detach.
yeah, Gcash.
You can be detached. What's this?
No, if they don't have cash, they put in the Gcash number.
Anyway, maybe you know what he's talking about. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
they
what all
know.
this technical terms are.
They know.
What you do? You just bow, you put your head there. Instal Shri Shri Radha Madhava Mandir Inc. Incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a system here. We put on the table. Some modern technological system here. Hare Krishna. They didn't have this in the time of Lord Ramchandra, so you're lucky now.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. We're going across the bridge to Lanka with those stones. With Hanuman and the monkeys, they're mountains. On each mountain was Rama's name. Rama, 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 Ram. 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 If you're going to war, that's the war. Sing that song if you're going to war. Just remember that. Okay, come on, all at once. Come and get the Bhagavad Gita.
Actually, you are very fortunate to receive Bhagavad Gita from pure devotee.
I'm not a pure devotee, you're a revelation about that.
It's very auspicious.
But this is from Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master who changed the world. Millions of people from all races, all nations.
So who wants to get grace hand?
I can even sign it for you if you really think that's of any use.
Then you will have a signature of Maharaj. So this opportunity you will not get again, only now.
Yeah, these books are very rare actually, this verse.
Anybody? Come here.
Come on.
Harika,
Wow.
you have to come here.
There we go.
No, no.
Don't forget we got this
Maharaj
magic
will
board
read.
here.
Maharaj, come. Anybody? What?
They have pen. They have pen.
No, you ask.
That's one verse. First copy.
How many?
First my copy.
One, two.
First the copy. That's mine. That's yours. First mine.
Oh, we have to count how many we distribute.
Yeah.
We should count how many we distribute.
Yeah.
Marriage is mine.